Hi, welcome back. I'm Paul Friedman, founder of the Marriage Foundation, and this topic is kind of interesting. These are the 5 warning signs of a troubled marriage for women. So by now you know I always separate men from women because we see the world so differently. We see ourselves so differently. We see each other so differently. Our perspective is important. As a woman, your perspective matters. Number 1, these are 5 warning signs of a troubled marriage. Number 1, you're mad at your husband all the time. You know, one of the big reasons when women come to us, if their husband isn't already having an affair, a big reason that women come to us and take our courses, and by the way, I wish that you would consider becoming a TMF marriage counselor, but they say they're mad at their husband all the time. They openly say, I have an anger problem. I realize that I'm taking it out on him, but I am always mad at him. He does this, he does that, and you know, it comes together. I'm mad at him all the time, like it's his fault, but I have an anger problem. I'm just using him as the recipient of my anger. I get along fine with everyone at the office and da da da. But you know, life is very different for a marriage. It's supposed to be a sacred space of marriage. It's supposed to be where, well, you've married your soulmate, but you've turned into cellmates. And there's reasons why that are less important than what you can do to change that. You have to recognize that you have free will. You don't have to get angry just because your mind is telling you to. It's a very deep subject. We differentiate from Western psychology tremendously with this one point. Western psychologists infer that you are your mind, that your mind is you. You think, therefore you are. But it's not true. You're a soul. You have a mind, just like you have a body. Your mind belongs to you. It's supposed to be used as a tool, but we're not taught this. And so we become victims of our mind. And one of the things that we get into in our courses, and I mean all our courses, and especially the course for counselors, is we teach you how to gain control back over your mind. It's very important. So you're not beaten up by your habits of emotions, reactions, instincts, and all of that. So if you're mad at your husband all the time, that's a warning sign that you need to do something proactively to change it. It's not going to happen on its own, and you can't wait for your husband to change. You don't have the power to change him. He has the power to change himself. But those who come to us, because we have different video for the men, we tell the men, you have to change. And we tell the women, you have to change. The one who's coming to us at the moment is the one who can use the knowledge and the guidance. It's really that simple. And that does not include teaching your spouse, whether you're the man or the woman, what they need to do. But you alone can change everything about your marriage. You alone. So if you're mad at your husband all the time, big warning sign. Number 2, your husband is too busy for you all the time. Well, what does that tell you? I mean, that's pretty obvious, isn't it? In the beginning, when you were dating, let's go all the way back to then, and you just discovered yourselves, each other, and your soulmates. He wanted to be with you all the time. Didn't matter if you wanted to go get your hair done. He would sit there and read a magazine. Now, I'm kind of busy, I'm doing this. Not a good sign. How do you change that? Well, by being someone he wants to be with all the time, right? It's not hard. We live in a cause and effect universe. So you need to change the dynamics. Number 3, you don't have sex enough. Whether it's for him or for you, it doesn't matter. He should be getting as much sex as he needs. You should be getting as much sex as you need. But here's the difference. We don't see sex as recreational. We see sex as a bridge between two souls, and you need to open your heart while you're having sex. We're human beings. We're not animals. And we're not sophisticated animals. We're human beings. We can experience love, even more than your dog. And dogs are really cool about love. But we can experience unconditional love, but we have to be proactive about it. We have to learn the methodology, techniques, so that we can experience that. It changes everything. And so what happens is people are together for a while, and their sex becomes just recreational, and they stop having sex. No need for that. Sex is really cool, and I'm not just speaking as a man, but if you use it correctly, not if it uses you. Like for most men, it's used just to get off. For most women, it's not that way, but you have to learn how to utilize sex to open the heart. All right, number 4, you're not giving or receiving affection the way you used to. Again, going back to when you first met and you were told, well, that's infatuation. That's not infatuation any more than discovering something that's priceless. You're excited, fine, but it's not infatuation, because your marriage is meant to evolve. It's meant to get more and more love, more and more happiness every single day. And so if that affectionate communication is wavering, going downhill, you need to make that change. Number 5. This is tragic. This is a symptom of our society, where women wonder, did I marry the right man? Where men wonder, did I marry the right woman? And it's all because of a lack of education. We're trying to change that at the Marriage Foundation. We're teaching people how to live their marriage so that it is ever evolving. You get married for happiness, right? You want to be happy. You get married for love. You found love. You want it to grow. You don't want it to stagnate. And you get married for harmony. Those are the 3 reasons we get married. What are you doing to make that happen? That's what it's all about. So if these warning signs are, any one of the 5 are in your marriage, you need to work on the marriage itself. You don't work on your husband, and you don't beat yourself up. You go, oh, I'm such a shithead or anything like that. What you do is you start learning and applying. It's that simple. We're human. We make mistakes. We don't do everything right, but we work in that direction, right? So leave a comment, like the video, and definitely come back to visit us again. We're here for you. And truly, if you want to become a TMF marriage counselor, a lot of people have, and that's why we created this program we made. It's so simple. We'll even get you the business, when you've been certified and all that, and we made it affordable. So look into that. God bless you. I'm glad you're here, and take care. Thank you.